We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 30.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
Browns.
Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down at the 20.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Again, the ball carrier.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be taken down right around the 27.
21, Ezekiel.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
1st and 10.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Now Elliott, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Joker, 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 joker. There we go,
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mayfield.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's out right at the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed, his rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. On the option, this is Mayfield. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go, 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Landry now on the return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
46. Number 28, Mike. 47. Check in. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Eifert has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
36. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Complete to Jarvis.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Sack.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Arlington, It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield on play action. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And the Browns 1st down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
10 yards.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. I'm going to go to 54. Wire. Like 28. Time to go right now.
And again, it's Prescott. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage.
It's a gain
The
of
stop
6.
troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
81
Austin Hooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check back 33. We go 47. Push it back.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles.